Hey, Steve with Trimble and the Building Point teams. Steel fabrication can be difficult and complex, but must match design. With Trimble Field Link, you can not only lay out where the stiffeners and bolt holes are going to go, but you can also scan the object and compare it to the model, finding and documenting the as-built, and finding any deviations before it actually leaves the shop so you can fix it. Scans are captured in less than a minute from different orientations. They are essentially a panorama picture, but behind that are millions of points that are well within about a 16th or an 1/8 inch accuracy. Here you can see with Field Link we've already aligned and registered these scans to the model. You can align the scans to the model with a resection or a 2-point control setup, or you can actually manually pull the scans to fit the model for a very quick and easy, I'd say, georeferencing. Once you're in Field Link, and this is the same tablet that runs our layout instruments to put in those stiffeners, you can, in the shop, actually do an inspection very quickly after essentially scanning and then aligning by just going to inspection. And then if we just look at only the beam, we'll bring that little section box in and running the inspection. Now, one thing to note here is as I turn off the solid view of the model, you can actually see where this beam is so heavy that it's actually weighted down in the middle. So on the left here, I have a little scale bar of how far away that is from how far away the points are from the model. I can actually bring that down even more so. And here you can actually start to see that's actually too much, because it looks like the center of that beam is sinking about 4 inches from the middle. So once I have this, I can actually use this to say my stiffeners are good. There's not much to be done about just the weight of the beam essentially stretching itself out, but I can confirm all the stiffeners in the right location, and then I can do individual measurements from either the scan point or from actually the perspective here, where I can make sure my bolt holes are, I guess, the distance up from the middle of the beam here as needed as well too. So once I'm happy with that, I can check it in the field. I can actually export this data as an E57, either all the scan data or just a small section, or an RCP. If I'm going to Tekla, I would actually just send an E57 non-structured and then export that as well. So I would export it generally locally. I can have that actually uploaded to the cloud then later, or just send it on a thumb drive. So after I hit export, we'll move over to the PC. So once the data is brought locally to the machine with Tekla, you can simply attach the point cloud by going to point cloud tab here and hitting attach, and then just browsing to where that file is, or the E57 is. You can bring in LAS, E57, TZFs, which are Trimble based, or TDX as well too. Once you attach it, you're going to keep the location as the origin because you've already aligned it with Field Link, and then keep the scale the same. The nice thing with Tekla is you can actually run through different visibility, as well as like what we have here, clashing, which will actually colorize the point cloud for distance away from the model there, and you can then update your model if you want to as-built it a little bit differently. You can actually move those components as well too. So one of the other nice softwares that we have that will help with this is actually Trimble RealWorks, where you can actually here see a IFC model along with 2 different assembly components. One is actually on its side, the 103 assembly unit, and then we have the 110 next to it, where we're able to essentially move those together to make sure that our splice plate is going to be in the right spot, and even run an inspection to see if we have the ability to then cut these on site. So this is very nice to do with RealWorks too, where you can kind of dig into the point cloud a little bit more. So between RealWorks, Tekla, and especially Field Link, ensuring that your steel fabrication is made to design. Obviously the scanner can help with capturing the as-built of that facility so you can design it to fit. And then after building it, making sure that it stays, that you build it to what you design is also very important. Please reach out to your nearest building point or Trimble if you have any further questions. Thank you.